Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. We have a late season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He'll fire to his right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Man, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Maldonado. Tackle is made after the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Now on second down. On the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here puts the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain, and they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
On the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete on the right side. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive. Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Toss to the outside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
3rd down coming up.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they got him for the sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. For a productive play on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're working that left side. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Mount Hemingway. They're up by 7 over Indiana. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays.
Open runway ahead. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Open space at the 25. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Fair catch called for and made. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Handoff from the gun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's at the 9-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Power ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is so game. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Powers through the defender. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. A first down for the offense. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Looking to go up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Still running at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on first down. It's on target and complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
He's looking to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Quarterback all over the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws for the tight end. He caught it!
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Let's go! They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. But listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas 21, Ohio State 14.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to punch it in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular today.
It is perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 7 over Indiana. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They want that clock to run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Cooks. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll run play action. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Longhorns will punt this one away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Extending the play. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
They keep attacking through the air. He'll pull it down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They're going to ride this running back. And he breaks. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to throw. He's got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. At the 35, he's open. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. The offense comes out needing a score here, down one possession. Going up top on first down. Fires left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Second down coming up. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Escaping, and he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.